All right, so you love keeping up with the latest in tech, especially AI and the metaverse, right? Well, get this. Genies, the company behind those personalized avatars, just launched parties. And it might just change how we interact online.
Yeah, it has that potential.
We found this really fascinating article about it. Genies launches parties for brands and creators to launch their own AI Roblox. What do you think?
It is interesting for sure, and it's not just hype either. Genie's got a cool $150 million for this.
Wow.
Shows some serious players are buying in, to the whole AI-driven avatar future.
That's a huge vote of confidence.
Yeah.
But what are these parties exactly? The article calls them mini Robloxes. Intriguing, yeah, but also a little confusing.
Well, think of Roblox. Why is it so popular? People create and share their own games, all within one platform. Genies wants to do something similar, but with a focus on brands and AI avatars.
So instead of just, say, following a brand on social media, you could enter their party, interact with their AI mascot even, play games other users made.
Exactly. It's moving from, static profiles to dynamic interactive experiences.
Okay.
Genies calls it the next internet.
The next internet.
And they're giving everyone the tools to build their own corner of it.
So brands can create their own little metaverse.
That's the idea. And remember, the metaverse is all about persistent, shared virtual spaces.
Right.
Genies is making it easier to make those spaces
Yeah.
and easier for users to experience them with their own avatars, of course.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What makes these parties different from, say, a regular app or game? The article mentions some key features.
Yeah, the first one that stands out is smart avatars. Not just digital representations.
Okay.
These avatars are powered by AI.
So they can learn.
They can learn, adapt, interact in a much more personalized way.
So it's not just customizing how they look, it's about giving it a personality, a unique personality that evolves.
Exactly.
Wow.
Imagine talking to an AI version of your favorite brand mascot, and it actually remembers your past interactions.
Okay, now that's pretty cool. The article also mentions user-generated content, UGC, being a big part of these parties.
Absolutely. Genies wants users to create, not just consume.
Right.
So in a brand's party, you might find user-created games, virtual clothing designed by fans, even virtual events the community put together, like taking the best aspects of social media, gaming, online communities, and blending them into this richer, more interactive experience.
It's not just about brands pushing content. It's a platform where users actually shape the experience.
Yeah.
Pretty big shift from how we usually interact with brands online.
Exactly. And there's another key feature, interoperability.
Interoperability.
Your avatar isn't confined to one party. You can move it between different brand worlds. It will adapt to each environment.
Okay, so if I'm hopping from, say, a Nike party to a Disney party, my avatar style would automatically change to fit the vibe. That's cool.
Well, yeah. It's key to a connected metaverse experience. You take your digital identity with you wherever you go in these virtual spaces.
This is starting to sound really exciting. I have to admit, I'm still a little fuzzy on the technical side. How does all this work? The article mentions an avatar framework and an AI traits framework. What are those exactly?
The core technologies that power the whole experience. The avatar framework makes these customizable and interoperable avatars possible.
Okay.
It handles appearance, animation, clothing, accessories, the foundation on which everything else is built.
And the AI traits framework.
This is where it gets really interesting. It gives each avatar a unique personality, the ability for personalized interaction. It uses machine learning to let avatars learn from interactions, developing quirks and preferences over time.
So it's not just pre-programmed responses. These avatars can actually learn. That's mind-blowing. How?
Imagine each interaction with an avatar is like a data point. The AI Traits framework analyzes those data points, looking for patterns and preferences. The more you interact, the more it learns about you and tailors its responses.
Kind of like those recommendation algorithms.
Yeah, but much more personal and interactive.
So each avatar develops a unique personality based on its interactions with different users.
Right.
Wow, that opens up so many possibilities. All this talk of AI and machine learning, though, is Genies making this technology accessible to developers too?
Absolutely. They are releasing a toolkit so developers can create and publish their own games and experiences.
Directly into these party apps?
Yeah. Anyone can contribute to the ecosystem, and brands can tap into a wider pool of creativity.
I can already imagine the kind of innovative games people will come up with. So if a developer builds a game for, say, a Marvel party, could people play that same game in a DC Comics party with their same avatar?
Yes. Everything is connected through the Genies login. So your avatar, your progress, even your virtual items can move between different party apps.
Like a passport to a whole network of interconnected virtual worlds.
Exactly.
This is really starting to paint a clear picture of what Genies is building. It's not just launching a few cool apps, it's an entirely new ecosystem for online interaction, powered by AI and driven by user creativity. What does all of this mean for the average person? Why should someone be excited about this?
Imagine a virtual space. You can connect with like-minded people who share your passion.
For a brand or interest?
Yeah, you can express yourself through your personalized avatar, contribute to the community by creating content, and potentially earn rewards or recognition.
So it's not just about passive consumption, it's about active participation
Yeah.
and potentially even building a following or reputation within these communities.
Exactly. It's taking the things we already do online, connecting, creating, expressing ourselves, and amplifying them with AI and interactive virtual experiences.
Makes sense? What about the brands themselves? What's in it for them?
This is a game changer. It's a way to build deeper relationships with their audience, move beyond traditional advertising. They create a space where their fans can feel part of something, create a space where fans can go beyond just buying products and actually experience the brand's world, connect with other fans, share their passion.
This is all really fascinating. And honestly, it's making me think about the implications.
Mhm.
I mean, if these parties take off, could we see a future where we spend more time interacting in these branded virtual spaces than on traditional social media?
That's a great question. A lot of experts are asking that right now. It's possible, especially as the tech behind these avatars and worlds evolves. If these spaces become truly immersive and engaging, they could start to compete with or even replace some of the ways we interact online today.
Mind-blowing to think about. Let's bring it back to you for a second. If you could create your own party,
Mm.
what kind of world would you build?
Fun thought experiment. I'd be interested in a party focused on learning and exploration. A virtual space where people could gather to learn new skills, share knowledge, explore different cultures and ideas. It would be amazing to use AI to create personalized learning paths, connecting them with experts and resources.
Taking the concept of online education and making it truly interactive and personalized.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe someday we'll even be able to attend virtual versions of real-world events, like conferences or concerts, through our avatars. The possibilities really are endless.
This whole concept of parties is so intriguing. It feels like we're just scratching the surface. But if there's one key takeaway for our listener today, what would it be?
The biggest takeaway, I think it is that the lines between the physical and digital worlds are blurring, and AI is a major part of that shift. These parties are just one example of how AI is enabling new forms of online interaction and self-expression. We're only going to see more innovations like this in the years to come.
Great point. So to our listener, if you're curious about the future of online interaction, keep an eye on Genies and their parties. This could be the start of something truly transformative. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time.